it's me, Mrs. Vickers. I'm so excited about the video today because it features our very own Clark Middle School staff and teachers. And it's all about the culture of kindness that we keep talking about, that one kind gesture, that one kind word that can make a difference in everyone's day. So we have over 650 people in our building every day, so that is 650 opportunities to say a kind word to someone each and every day. That would make a big difference. So I asked teachers if they would be willing to say something nice, give a compliment to someone, and the response was overwhelmingly positive. So the cadets and I have been going around to as many teachers and staff as we can, and they're pulling out a name from this Santa's helper hat, and then they say something nice about someone. And so I would hope you enjoy the video. Please pay attention to the happiness that it brings to the people who are saying the kind words. And I hope this inspires you to give somebody the gift of a compliment today. Have a great and kind and caring week, Clark Middle School.
Would you like to pull a name out of the hat?
Sure. I got Miss Huber. I love that Miss Huber always has a smile and that she's always has a great laugh. I love that she's such a great teacher and that she works very, very hard every day for the students at Clark Middle School.
Well, sure. Of course I would. Oh, I have Delana Lord. So, Delana is one of our custodians here at school. And I've had a lot of conversations with Delana. And every time I go to talk to her, she is so nice. And whatever I need help with, even if it's just, boy, we need some toilet paper in the ladies' restroom, she's right on it. And just always so helpful with whatever we need, and I really appreciate her.
Would you like to draw a name out of their hat and give a compliment?
Sure.
I have Miss Ryder, and I will say that there have been a couple of times where I have needed someone to cover my class, and Miss Ryder has always been willing to come and help.
Miss Vicky, would you like to pull a compliment out of the hat?
I would love to do that. Thank you. I have Zach Lane. Zach and I are friends from way back. You know, he was my cadet when I worked at the high school. Yeah, we became friends then, and we've stayed friends. And every time I need a cadet to go get someone to help me out, cover a class, he always says yes. Always. He's never turned me down. And I really appreciate that about Zach. He's someone I can count on, and I think our staff can count on him too.
Hi, Miss Bev. Would you like to pull out a name to compliment somebody?
Sure. Dana Carey. I think Dana Carey is very creative, and she makes beautiful artwork in her hallway at Clark Middle School.
Hey, Miss Brittany, do you want to give a compliment to someone?
Absolutely. Shelly Gardner. Shelly Gardner goes above and beyond for these students. Every day she's in here in this cafeteria, she compliments the staff, compliments the students. She is an amazing teaching staff here at CMS.
Do you want to pick a name out?
Sure.
Let's see. I got Mrs. Spinks. Let's see. Mrs. Spinks has been such a good role model to me since I started here. She's done nothing but great things for me and kind of taken me under her wing. So I really appreciate everything she's done.
Mr. Clark, do you want to pull a name out of the hat?
Yeah, sure, I do. You read my mind. I have Miss Joanne Lane. I've worked with Miss Joanne Lane since 2010. Since then, I've known her to be nothing but positive, helpful, and regarding students, she's been inspiring. Thanks for being a rock star, Mrs. Lane.
Hi, Mr. Bowles. Would you like to pick a name to compliment somebody?
Sure. Miss Walters, I always appreciate her willingness to help any student in need.
Sure. Miss Hill, I really enjoy sharing science ideas with you.
Miss Thurman, would you like to give somebody a compliment?
I would.
Mrs. Welch. Okay, the thing that I could say about her would be that she genuinely listens. When she asks you a question and you answer, or she asks how you're doing, whatever you say to her, she's a really, really good listener, and she makes you feel heard, and I think that's really important.
Would you like to pick a name out of the hat?
Sure.
devoted and patient than her.
Hey, Miss Coleman, would you like to draw a name out of the hat and give a compliment?
Sure.
Oh, Wendy Smith. Wendy is such a great helper. She's always willing to jump in and help wherever it's needed.
Dana Carey. She has been very helpful during lunch hours, helping me answer all my questions, and I really appreciate it, so thank you very much.
Hey, Miss Hyden, would you like to pay a compliment to somebody?
Sure. Mr. Bowles. Mr. Bowles is a great teacher who really cares about his students. I've had a lot of students tell me that going to his room is the best part of their school day.
Hey, Miss Hyden, would you like to draw a name out of the hat and give a compliment?
Well, I sure would.
Mrs. Coker. All right, I have lots of great things that I could say about Mrs. Coker. I'm going to compliment her because she's very creative and she comes up with excellent bulletin boards.
Mr. Fromm, would you like to pull a teacher's name out of the hat?
I would love to pull a name out of the hat. Thank you. Danny Pearson. Mr. Pearson. Very kind man who is always willing to help. Mr. Pearson, thank you for your kindness and for always being there for us.
Would you like to give a compliment to somebody?
Love to. Mr. Beeman. You know what? I have to compliment Mr. Beeman because he always has a smile on his face and works so hard all the time.
Miss Hyden, would you like to give somebody a compliment?
I would love that. Mrs. Bruner, Gretchen Bruner. She happens to be one of my dear friends anyway, but I love Mrs. Bruner. She is always joyful. I come in the morning and she always greets me with, "Hello, Mrs. Stidham," and she always has enthusiasm for whatever she does, whether that's friendship or her classes, and she's so creative and so talented. And I know her outside of school too, and just really enjoy being her friend.
Miss Lane, pick a name out of the compliment hat.
Oh, I have Mrs. Leanne Eck.
Yay!
What I would like to say nice about Mrs. Eck is that she's always helpful with students. We have some good conversations at lunch, and she just makes me smile.
Hey, Miss Vickers, would you like to compliment somebody?
I sure would. Let's see. All kinds of names in here. Who am I gonna get? Oh, Mr. Regal. Mr. Regal is so kind. He is so excited to be here every day. He comes in with a smile, always asking me how he can help his students whenever I call him and ask him about a student, and he's always just very, very eager to help. So I really appreciate all of his help. Thank you, Mr. Regal.
Would you like to give somebody a compliment?
I would love to. Mrs. Meyer. What I love about Mrs. Meyer is she loves to come up with fun and creative cooking and sewing activities for the students that the students absolutely love to do. They love coming down through the hallways and having their snacks and their cooking and wanting to share with their students.
Hey, Miss Emily, you want to give a compliment to someone?
Sure. Okay, I got Shelly Gardner. Miss Shelly. She is very nice and loves all of our kids, and she always knows how to make all of us laugh. Would you like to give a compliment to somebody?
Absolutely, I would. Jessica Magruder. Jessica is so kind, and she stops by my office anytime she walks through and always has a kind word to say, or just to sit and chat when she has the time to do that before she has to get back to class. And it's always a kind word coming from her.
Miss Abby, would you like to draw a name out of the hat?
Sure.
Oh, Mr. Connor. Mr. Connor is awesome. He always has a smile on his face, always laughing and having fun, and I appreciate him for everything he puts on the morning show for me.
Hey, Miss Gardner, would you like to draw a name out of the hat and give a compliment?
Yes, of course. Okay, I have Miss Grismore. One thing that I like about Miss Grismore is she's always smiling and she's very helpful.
She's super friendly. She does a lot for the school. I see her at a lot of the sporting events, and she's always just super welcoming and nice, and I think she helps a lot of students out too.
Maya, you want to give a compliment to someone?
I most certainly will. Oh, wow, it's Mrs. Hess. Mrs. Hess is an awesome math teacher, and she's a great volleyball player. She's a parent to a great set of 3 children, and she's a great neighbor in my neighborhood. It's a good day when Miss Hess is there.
Hey, Mr. Pearson, would you like to pull a name to compliment somebody?
I would, yes. Hi. Miss Carr is a fantastic teacher. She cares about her students and always has a smile on her face and encourages everyone.
Okay. Ann Collins. She's always been super nice and friendly with a smile on her face and has helped us get a lot of stuff for PE.
Hey, Miss Duffy, do you want to give a compliment to someone?
Sure. Mr. Foff. Okay. Mr. Foff is a really super guy. He helped us yesterday, saw the dilemma, and he worked really hard on it. But he's a really super person. He helps our kids in our classroom. He's just one swell guy.
Hey, Miss Tucker, would you like to draw a name out of our hat to give a compliment?
Sure, I'd be more than glad to. Ooh, Katie Ward. Oh yes, Katie. She used to work for us a couple of years ago and then she came back. She's a sweetheart. She's so quiet. You don't even know she's around. She's like a church mouse. Yes.
Hey, Nurse Jones, would you like to give a compliment to someone?
Yeah. Oh my God, Miss Vickers. She's the best person in the school. She's always so helpful to me and eager to lend a hand.
Mr. Lee, can you draw a name out of the hat?
I would love to draw a name out of the hat. Let's see here. Oh, Mrs. Carr. Mrs. Tiffany Carr. Mrs. Carr and I have been together for the last 3 or 4 years in co-taught class in 5th period, and is very thankful that she is there to help me out with a lot of needs. Is very appreciative for all the work that she does to help me, and I know she's very excited to see pictures of the baby as soon as everyone else will, so I'll be sure to get those to her as soon as I can.
Miss Carr, would you like to give a compliment to someone?
Well, sure, that would be great.
Hi guys, thank you.
Oh, Mr. Hutchinson, you have a great classroom where you teach kids about job skills and they get high school credit. Thank you for working so hard with them.
Would you like to give a compliment?
Of course. I have Mrs. Thorne. Well, she's wonderful. She's fun and lively, and her class is always entertaining, and she's great fun to talk to anytime you see her.
Hey, Miss Smith, would you like to give a compliment to someone?
I absolutely would. This person is amazing. Mrs. Barr, I've known for years. She has 5 girls. 4 of them I've got to know personally. Can't wait to meet the 5th one. And she treats everyone kind. She raises her daughters right. And I just love her to death.